Hey, what's up, group of people of the interwebs? I'm here today because tomorrow is Christmas Day, and that means Doctor Who Christmas Special. And this year, the Christmas Special relates to an episode, or well, a serial that was broadcasted like 50 years ago, 51 years ago. So yeah. And I'm sure that not everyone has watched those episodes, so I have taken it upon myself to bring your uneducated asses up to date on what happened in the 10th planet. Are you ready? So the TARDIS arrives at the South Pole and Ben and Polly are like, "Where are we, Doctor?" And the Doctor's like, we're at the South Pole. And then Polly's like, "Wow, Doctor, the wardrobe in the TARDIS is totes fab. There are so many clothes. Are you sure you're not going to be cold with just that dirty old cape?" And then she gives him a pair of mittens. Meanwhile, under the surface, there is a space observation base called Snowcap. Here they are, well, observing a spaceship and talking to the pilots until they notice the strangers coming out of a cabinet on the surface. Then they send some of the men to collect them and they go with them willingly. But then they call General Cutler because they are incompetent and can't deal with things alone. And the General, as generals do, shouts at them and wants them locked up. And the TARDIS team is all like, "Wow, we came out the TARDIS to have fun and we are honestly feeling so attacked right now." But the Doctor knows something is up and goes, "Dr. Barclay, I want to do a magic trick. I've written something on this piece of paper. I want you to keep it. It all makes sense in the end." Suddenly, the base receives a distress signal from the spaceship. It is being pulled off course by an unknown force. Dum dum dum! And they can see another planet. Dr. Barclay tells them to go back to Earth, but the gravitational pull is too strong and they have lost control of their ship. Barclay decides to go to the Doctor for advice, and an image of a reversed Earth appears on one of the monitors. And the Doctor goes, "And for my next trick, sorry, that was my future leaking through. I'm regenerating. What I meant was, remember that piece of paper?" The Doctor had predicted what would happen, and he knows what they're dealing with. Mondas, Earth's twin planet. The General has sent 3 of his men to go to the TARDIS and see what it is, but, gasp, a spaceship lands near them, but it goes unnoticed, and this will be their undoing. 3 Cybermen come out of the spaceship and stealthily creep up on them, and then toomch, they kill them like rabbits. And do we? End of part 1. As the Cybermen outside try to fit the dead men's clothes over their 7-feet cybernetic bodies. Surprisingly, it does work, and they manage to infiltrate the base unnoticed. When they finally realize there's something weird with these guys, the Cybermen are like, "Huzzah! We are the Cybermen." The base crew and Polly implore them to let them save the guys over in the spaceship, but they say that they have no emotions. "Emotions? Love, hate, pride, fear. Have you no emotions, sir?" says the Doctor, sparking in the Cybermen and need to make a unnecessarily long and an exposition-y monologue about them not having emotions because they are weaknesses, and how Mondas is dying, and lots of backstory. Cutler obviously takes this opportunity to press the panic button. Cybermen order him to say it was a false alarm, but he goes, "I'm a manly man, I refuse." So the Cybermen touch him and he just loses consciousness, as you do, and Dr. Barclay ends up doing it for them. Meanwhile, Ben is all, "I'm a manly man too, I'm in the Navy, in the Navy." Sorry. He takes a gun from the floor and tries to point it at the Cybermen, but the Cybermen take it and bend it like it was something you can easily bend. Metaphors. And then they lock Ben up. Ben tries to free himself from this room, so he takes a projector because that's something you can find in rooms, and he blinds the Cyberman that was guarding the door, and then he takes his weapon and kills him. Then he sneaks into the control room where the rest of the Cybermen are and gives a weapon to General Cutler, who has woken up, and he kills the other Cybermen. but he's informed that his son has been sent on a rescue mission to rescue the other spaceship, and he's now trapped in orbit too. Like, what were they expecting to happen? Honestly. Also, more spaceships are approaching Earth. Do we? And the sun is going. Shit. In part 3, the Doctor goes, "Oh dear, I cannot give any more fucks." Oh. And collapses, and he's taken to one of the bunk beds. Cutler, on the other hand, becomes more and more stupid, and he's like, "I've just been ordered not to do it by her command, but I'm a manly man, and I have to show I have the bigger missiles. So let's destroy Mondas with a Z-bomb, even though the radiation could potentially kill Earth too." Yes, I have had to set up some lighting very rudimentarily, but the sun has just abandoned me, so what else could I do? So yeah, Ben tries to convince him not to do this because the Doctor said that Mondas would destroy itself anyways because of all the energy that it was absorbing. But Cutler, feeling his manliness threatened by these, orders Ben to be locked up with the Doctor in his quarters. So Polly goes, "Oh, I know, I make some coffee as a woman I am," and brings a cup to Barclay, and they plan to rig the bomb. And Dr. Barclay explains that he has to go through a vent that is in the quarters in order to reach the bomb and sabotage the rocket. Cutler then notices that Barclay is missing. Where the fuck's the little fuck go now? I know, I'll go investigate. So he goes investigate, and he of course catches Ben while he's doing his thing with the bomb. He punches Ben in the face and restarts the countdown. When Ben wakes up, he cannot for the life of him remember if he had succeeded in sabotaging the bomb. Do we again? In the final part, it is revealed that he did indeed deactivate the bomb. Cutler is furious. "Roar, I'm going to kill everyone. Pew, 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 pew," he says as he is killed by another wave of invading Cybermen. Oh, the irony. They try to negotiate with the Cybermen, but surprisingly, the Cybermen are like, "We will not negotiate with a missile pointed at our planet." Who would have told? Then they take Polly to their ship, who was probably still making coffee. To be fair, coffee machines in the 60s and the 80s were probably very different. Ben and the Snowcap crew are meanwhile disarming the bomb, and this is a very humdrum task, so Ben of course starts thinking, why aren't them disarming the bomb themselves? Is it chipmunk power, or is it something else? Of course, the Cybermen cannot withstand the radiation, so they devise another complicated plan to get the Cybermen to get into the chamber, get the radiation, steal the weapon and kill him. That was only one. Meanwhile, the Doctor is taken to the cybership too. But at this point, Mondas has taken too much energy in and it explodes and melts and flash. So obviously the Cybermen, having the power source destroyed, they just collapse and disintegrate. Because that is something Cybermen do, apparently. Ben runs to the cybership and rescues Polly and the Doctor. And Ben is all like, at last it's all over. And the Doctor is, "Oh, shut up, it's far from being all over." And Ben is like, "Oh, shut up, old man." And he gives him his coat, which the Doctor takes, but then he's like, yes, thank you. I have to go now." And he just goes into the snowstorm alone, leaving Ben and Polly in the spaceship, in the cybership. And that is when he finds the 12th Doctor, who is all like, No, I will not regenerate." And he's all like, "I'm the Doctor, the original, you might say. How are you, my boy?" And do you again until tomorrow. This is basically what happened in the 10th planet and the ending of the Doctor Falls. And I think you are now up to date with all that. So you're very welcome, and yeah, fuck this lighting. See you tomorrow or something.